I want non-attorneys to stop watching this video right now because you will be bored to tears. But this is a little insider baseball for our clients that have a 5-year suspension of their license pursuant to the habitual traffic offender designation, right? Look, this is devastating for most folks in Central Florida because you cannot survive if you cannot drive. And that rhymes, and therefore there must be some truth within that rhyme. What I'm saying is there is a statute. There's a recent case, Strickland v. State, and it just came out of Lake County. But they're talking about Florida Statute 322.27, subsection 5. This is a great statute for you HTO folks out there, because what it says is that if you were given a 5-year suspension because you drove on a suspended license, what you can do is force the judge to undo the conviction that caused the HTO if you comply with Florida Statute 318.14. Now, 318.14 says something pretty simple. It says, clean up your damn mess, number one. And the mess is a license suspension that was caused because you didn't pay some fines, or you didn't show up in court at all, or you didn't take some driving class or some class that you should have taken. If your license is suspended under those circumstances, and there's a few others, if you just clean up that mess, you can go back to the criminal court later and say, I complied with 322.27 and I complied with 318.14, and therefore, based on that compliance, you have to give me a withhold on this criminal case, and the clerk has to send a demand to the DMV to undo your HTO. Yes, this requires motions on an attorney's part and convincing, because not a lot of judges are familiar with 322.27. I get that, but it's there to be used, and it's there to get people back on the road so they can get life back together. They just have to comply. This is not going to work for all suspensions, right? If you have a DUI suspension and you drove on that, forget it. Child support suspension, forget it. Most people, their suspension arose out of failing to pay some fines. So 318.14 is going to work for you. And 322.27, these are going to work for you. You're going to get rid of your HTO. You will need an attorney to do this, but it is worth it.